So let me. Okay. Hello guys. So here I'm gonna start analysis of the Sandy, the next legendary brawler. So we have started the analysis we did so far for Crow, Leon, Spike, Amber. If you haven't watched those videos, please watch it. Here we are going to analysis the Sandy. It's going to be a very accurate analysis. We are covering a very details, very technical informations about the Sandy. So Sandy, as I said, is a legendary brawler, which category is a controller. So her movement speed is 770. So 770 means that he can move 770 uh, square per minute. So that's why she's fast. So it's not very fast, but it's one of the fast is very good. So she's kind of good about that. And her health is very nice, 7,600. As a controller, it's very decent, and in general, it's very good health. And the range of the attack of Sandy is very short. It's just 6. We call it normal, but it's short for a controller. And the reload speed is 1.8 second. Reload speed is normal. And the supercharge per hit is 16.8%, which is not that good because range is short, reload speed is not fast. So 16%, it means that he needs to hit like 5, 6 actually, 6 or 7 times to get a supercharge. The reason is that it's hard to get the supercharge by Sandy, but that her super is very good. So it's very strong in some modes like a gem grabs and and the soccer one. So she's very good. So that's why she has a hard time to get the super. But as soon as she gets the super, she's very strong. So her projectile speed is 3,500, which is like decent, and the attack speed is 40 degree. And the damage of the Sandy is at the max is 1,800. Again, this damage for a normal range is not very good. So, but the point of the Sandy is not the damage. So basically, when you play Sandy, you have to wait until you get super. When you get the super, then you will dominate the game. Depends on the mode or you play, but her super is very good. So the range of the so let's talk about then her super. The range of the super is a 7.33, which is long, and the super type is throwing something. So that's why it's that you don't need to hit someone, so it's easy. And the duration of the super is 9 seconds. Basically, her super, you and your teammate will be invisible in that area of that super. With the range of which very nice, it's the range is a lot. The radius of the super is 6.67, which kind of like if you look at gem grab map, it's like half of the map, which is crazy. So you and your opponent will be invisible. The projectile speed 2,000, it doesn't matter for their super. And when people are when your opponent are inside of the range of your super, they are gonna lose the damage, and that damage is a lot, actually 205 for per second. So it's like 9 seconds, 9 times 205 is like 2,000 damage they get. But usually they don't stand in the super, right? They don't want to get damage. That's why they have to go out. And imagine in your gem grab, you throw your super in middle of the gem grab, so they cannot even enter to your that area. Then all of the gems are yours, right? So that's why her super is very good. So if you play a competitive, Sandy usually get banned in gem grab because she's crazy on gem grab, and she has another star power. Basically, this is I think is kind of a weaker star power. The other star power was better, but if you active that star power, your teammate get healed when they stand inside that star power. It's kind of useful some cases, but I think the other one is better. that healing is 361 per second, so it's like 9 seconds, 9 times 361, it's like 3000 healing, which is not that great. So Sandy is not the healer, she's not a support, but she has a very great super, don't forget that. So it is all about her stats. So let's go to focus on the gadget and the star power. We a little bit talked about the star power, but we're gonna talk about the detail. So the gadget. So Sandy, all the time you have to use a second gadget, okay, which is the Sweet Dreams. You see in the picture, the first one is a sleep simulator, but the second one is the Sweet Dreams. But you want all the time Sweet Dreams. So basically, Sandy without this gadget is useless. I'm telling it to you. So all the time you have to activate this gadget. So what is this gadget, Sweet Dreams? Let's talk about Sweet Dreams first. Sandy's next attack lulls opponent to sleep for 1 second. Basically, it stuns the opponent. Your opponent cannot do anything for 1 second. And then until they get the damage. So basically, if you or your teammate hit the damage when they are stunned, so they will back. But imagine they are stunned for 1 second, you can kill them easily, right? So that Sweet Dreams is very good. That's why for the other gadget you have to use a +1 gadget. You see what I'm saying? So you need 4 times this gadget. This gadget is that. The other gadget is lame, so you never use it, but I'm just talking about that. So Sandy falls asleep for 1.5 seconds and his health is fully restored, which doesn't make sense because if she falls asleep, so basically she is not in the game anymore for 1.5 seconds. It's not good. So again, second gadget is all the time. And Sandy also has a mythic gear. So her mythic gear is a lame, is not that good, is not that bad too, so you can use it if you want. So which basically it says when your opponent is inside your super, their damage will be reduced by 20%. So most of the time your opponents don't want to stay in your super, right? Because they're gonna get damage if they stay in your super, right? So when they are not in there, so basically this mythic gear is kind of useless. And don't forget that Sandy's range is very short, so that's why she's very useful in the bushy map. So you don't use Sandy in the open map. She's useless in the open map. So when you are in the bushy maps, you have to activate the speed, right? A speed gadget. So +1 for a gadget and the speed gadgets, you already used both of them, right? So there is no space for the mythic gear. And the mythic gear is lame. So that's why I don't recommend it, because especially for F2P players, I don't recommend to use a mythic gear. Anyway, let's go talk about the star power. I already talked about the star powers, but I want to talk more details. So both of the star powers are good, but one of those is even better. So which is the first one, the root sands. Root sand says sandstorm now also damage enemies for 205 damage per second. So basically, when you use the Sandy super, you don't want your opponent be in that area, right? That's the point of the using the super. And this even helps that, because when your opponent are in that area, they're gonna take a damage 205 per second. And it's, don't forget, it's 9 seconds. So 9 times 205, so it will be 2000 damage. It's crazy. And the second star power is good, don't get me wrong, this is good too, but the first one is slightly better. So second star power, heal your allies when they are standing in the super, which most of the time your allies want to stand in the super. But the thing is that you don't want your opponent comes to the super, because Sandy basically used in the gem grab, right? She's crazy in gem grab. And you don't want your opponent comes to the gem source when you are using the Sandy super. So that's why this first star power is slightly better. Okay, so yeah, that's all about Sandy. So in general, Sandy is a very nice controller. She's very good in a gem grab. She's very nice and decent in the brawl ball. And she is not that good in the knockout and bounty. In the hot zone, depends on the map. In some bushy maps of hot zone, she is still good. But 2 points about Sandy you should not forget. First of all, you should use Sandy in the bushy map. Second, Sandy is great in the gem grab first and Brawl Ball second. These 2 points are very important about Sandy. So that's all about the analysis of the Sandy. So please subscribe guys to my channel. If I get 50 subscribers, I can start a live stream. I'm gonna live stream my gameplay too. So please subscribe. I just need 9 more. So far I have 41 subscribers. So I need 9 more to start the live stream. Thank you guys.